Herkese merhabalar arkadaşlar. Orava Kalesi'nden Vladya ile beraber Orava Kalesi'ne geldik arkadaşlar. Burası Slovakya'nın en kuzey uçlarından biri olabilir. Polonya'ya bayağı yakınız. Bilet aldık. Şöyle. Öğrenci 4,5 euro. Tepeye doğru çıkıyoruz. Bayağı güzel bir yer. Ekip olarak geldik YSN grubuyla. Yani Erasmus'takilerle. Kaleyi gezeceğiz. İçeriği çekmek için para vermedim. 5 euro diyordu ekstra çekim parası. Ama dışarıyı falan göstereceğim olabildiğince. Dayana zaten bize anlatacak ne olduğunu. Onu kaydedeceğim. Bilgileri vereceğim size. Bu şekilde güzel bir gezi olacak. Şöyle bir ufak aşağıdan tırmanırken göstereyim. Ben yine bayağı yorulacağım büyük ihtimalle. Kilo vermem lazım acilen. Evet, ilk avludan girdik.
Okay guys, so welcome to the Orava Castle. My name is Diana and today I will be your guide. Before we start our tour, there are a few rules you need to follow. So at first, no eating, no smoking, and you can drink, but please drink only outside, not indoors. You can take pictures outside, but if you didn't buy a label, you can take pictures indoors. So the Orava Castle and its history is dated back to the 16th century. We've just entered through the first castle gate, and this castle gate was built by one of the most important castle owners. His name was George Turzo. He lived in the 16th century. Above these stairs, there used to be a place where soldiers waited through their working hours, and their task was to look at the valley and see if there are other enemies coming to the castle. So right now we are in the defense system of Orava Castle, and it includes two parts. The first part are outer walls. These outer walls were used as a protection, and more important are inner walls, and you can see them on the right. And these walls are very wide. They are so wide that the cannon balls were stuck inside that walls, and they are 6 meters wide. Also, you can see there small windows. These windows, they have red borders. They are called arrow loops, and these arrow loops were used for cannons. And now we will continue to the second castle gate. And one more thing, if you have any questions about the castle, just ask me, okay?
Okay.
And are there any questions right now?
No, it was so clear.
Okay. The gate, you can actually see his coat of arms. Every gate in the past used to have its own drawbridge. Under this drawbridge, there was a castle moat. This castle moat was 6 meters deep, and there was no water. Instead, there were like stakes, and when the attackers wanted to get to the castle, they actually fall on those spikes. Also, if you look up, there you will see one window. It looks like a helmet. What do you think it was used for? It was... Okay guys, so right now we are in the southern bastion, and this tunnel was used as a protection against the enemies of Orava Castle. So when the attackers managed to go through the first castle gate and the second castle gate, and they were standing in the beginning of the tunnel. They didn't actually see the end of the tunnel, and they didn't know what is awaiting there. Do you understand? And usually the castle guards put there one cannon, and this cannon had 3 heads. And when the attackers were running that way, they didn't run very far. Also, when you understand, and if you look up, you can also see these holes in the ceiling, and these holes were used as a protection system, and usually they pour hot tar on the attackers. Coat of arms belongs to the castle owner. His name was George Turzo. He lived during the 16th century. And now I will tell you something about his coat of arms. So you can actually see there a unicorn. The unicorn in the past was the symbol of purity of blood. Then there is a lion. The lion was symbol of bravery. And the last one is eagle with 2 heads. Eagle with 2 heads was a symbol of a king, and this was a special gift from the Hungarian king for George Turzo, because George Turzo was the second most important person in the old Hungary. Also, on the right, you can see this tower. This tower was used as an old archive. It was used as a storage for old documents, but everything about the castle actually burned down during the fire at the 19th century. Right now we will continue to the main courtyard.
What is fucking blur?
Evet, restorasyon var sanırım. Şansa.
Okay, so right now we are standing on the main courtyard, and I have one question for you. Do you think the castle was built from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom?
From the top to the
You are
bottom.
right. So the oldest part of the castle is that,
Highest part.
yeah, the highest building. You can see up the rock. It is dated back to the 13th century, and it was used as a defense of the northern border of old Hungary. Do you actually know what is old Hungary? Or not at all?
Ana.
You can tell us.
What do you mean?
What is old Hungary and how it is connected to Slovakia?
Well, Slovakia was part of Hungary for 1,000 years.
Yeah. So she just told you we were oppressed by Hungarian
No,
people.
that's so true.
So for everyone, Slovakia used to be part of Hungarian kingdom, and we broke away in the beginning of the 20th century. And this castle was actually owned by Hungarian people, but it is on a Slovak territory. Halls. And at first, I will tell you something about this beautiful cannon. How many people do you think needed to help with firing from this cannon? How many?
7, 3.
You are right. It was 2, 3, or 4 people. And how many times do you think it can shoot per hour? How many times?
I think it depends.
1 or 2?
No, less,
5,
less.
3.
2?
Only once or twice. This cannon shot the distance of 500 meters, so it was very useful. And you can see the cannon with 3 heads, and it was very useful because you could shoot not 1 time an hour, but 3 times an hour. And also these heads goes to multiple directions, so the soldier could shoot to many people or many enemies. Also about the door, you can see crossbows. In Slovakia, they started to use them in the 18th century, and they used it because shooting from an arrow is much more difficult than shooting from a crossbow.
Orada nereye gidiyoruz? O merdivenden çıkıyoruz. Çok klostrofobik lan. It's okay.
Come
Yes.
closer.
Ah, sorry.
And from here you can see beautiful Slovak mountains. Natalka, can you help me please? Is this not? No? Okay, so I will do it by myself. So right here you can see small Tatra. And
Small Tatra, okay.
And on this part, in the distance, you can see actually Western Tatras, and it is our highest mountain we have here in Slovakia. And if you look up there, you can see the oldest part of the castle. And actually, in the past, there were no stairs up there, and they actually needed to use ropes and to get there. There was no other way. And one funny story, in the 17th century, there was an uprising, and this uprising was led by Gaspar Pica. He tried to conquer this castle, but he did manage to get just to the third castle gate, and then he was put into prison, and he was sentenced to 3 death sentences. At first, he was skinned, then his bones were broken on a wheel, and then he was put on the stake. And that was the reason why this castle was never conquered, because then the people were actually afraid to try and take this castle.
Çok güzel bir kale ya. Bu taraf çok iyiymiş.
I don't like this. No.
Manzarası inanılmaz iyi ya. Özellikle hatta şu taraf.
Okay, so I think we have everyone. But this room was actually used as a kitchen, and you can also see the reason why it was used as a kitchen. So the dirty water left the kitchen through this hole.
From water to brownies.
Yeah. Okay, so I will start with this beautiful thing. Do you know how it's called?
It's human extension.
Human stretcher. Yes.
It's making you tall, like basketball player.
And then he cooked the stretched human body 16 centimeters without it tearing apart. This punishment was also accompanied by a candle, and this candle was used to burn the feet or the hands. And a person, when he was punished this way, usually said even things he didn't commit. So it was very brutal. Then
I like
here
that.
you see the gallows, and in Slovakia we have
16 something will be bad.
only men could be executed by gallows. The girls or the children were beheaded. Usually the body of the person who died on the gallows stayed there for 3 or 5 days, and it was like a threat for the other people so they don't commit the same crime. This bench, it was used for the whipping. And actually, here in Slovakia we have one beautiful tradition. If you get like 50 whips, you can stay for 5 months in the prison, and every month you will get just 10 whips instead of 50, and this way you can actually live to the end of to the sentence.
Oh,
You
this
understand?
like discount.
Yes,
Discount of your punishment, like.
Instruction. It is called the bed, like the bed for sleeping. So this is the bed, and it wasn't very pretty. So at first the leg came here, and the executioner came, and he cut open the human heel. This wound was salted, and they came animal goat, and this goat started to lick this wound until it got to the bone. So it is very brutal. Then this part is called violin, not guitar, violin, and it was used so the prisoners didn't move during their punishments. And then where are you? You are here. What is this? Your time to shine. The steak. Great. I think I'm too excited for this room, right? Okay, so the steak, it was used as a death sentence, as an execution, and it was one of the most painful types of execution. And if you want to know, the executioner made the person who was executed sit on the stake, and he was then pulled down the stake.
Kazaya oturtma dediğimiz.
It was during the
Şövalye zırhı çok iyiymiş ya.
and it was raining outside. We will start with this one. Do you know what is the symbol? What it is a sign of?
Her sandalye
So
farklı
this
bir...
is our Slovak sign. Then this is Czech Republic. Then this is Old Hungary. Then this is Orava region. And these other 6 chairs are connected to the castle owners' families that usually live here. So the first one and the highest one belongs to the family. Then we have here palki, you can see the deer and the broken wheel. Then this is the Vici. And do you know the other ones or not at all?
No, not by the.
Okay, so this is Esterhazy, and they have a griffin there. This is Chucky, and this is a fox. I don't know where they see a fox. And the last one is Chiraki. No, and I would say it is a dwarf, but it isn't a dwarf. It's actually a Turkish person.
What? What? How?
This is a trick, I don't know, but they actually see you as a dwarf. You know, like a Snow White and 7 dwarfs.
Yeah, might be actually. It's kind of familiar.
And about the door, there is also
Her
a
yerdeyiz ya.
lot of iron and chairs. In the past, no woman was allowed to sit around this table, and women usually sat on these small chairs. They usually wore big skirts, big dresses, and it was very uncomfortable. Men used to sit on these chairs in a very special way, like they were riding a horse. So one leg was here and another one was there, so it was like they were riding a horse. And castle owners used to drink a lot, and because of this chair they were protected from falling to the ground. So they were protected from this side, and also from this side. And when it was 2 a.m. in the morning, the servants came, they took the chair from both sides, they carried the dragged castle owner to his bedroom, and then they pulled his feet, and the castle owner goes down to his bed, so he can sleep for the next day full of fun. So I think
Kral olacaksın abi.
used to have it back lying, but they were sitting while they were sleeping, and their head was they had many pillows under their heads because they were afraid that during the night their beautiful hairstyles could be damaged. So actually they were sitting while they were sleeping. And the last reason was that all people were scared of sleeping in a lying position because in a lying position you only go to the coffin, and from the coffin straight to the grave.
Bütün hayvanları böyle doldurmuşlar.
Okay, so here you can also see the historical map of Slovakia, and we are right now.
Baksanıza bayağı hala canlı gibi duruyor.
Actually, we are right here in this part.
Evet, burası da başka bir kat. Evet, kurt bakın. Türklerin sembolü. Bayağı lan canlı kurdu doldurmuşlar lan. Bayağı da büyük ha. Bu da ayı. Kastamonu ayısı. Ha, bu da çocuğu. Ha, burada da tilkiler falan var. Evet, Slovak doğasına adanmış bu oda. Aa, domuz, yaban domuzu. Oha, ayı kadar neredeyse. Arkadaşlar, manzaraya baksanıza. Şu an kalenin burçlarından birine tırmanıyoruz. İnanılmaz güzel ya. Şimdi buraya tırmanacağız. Kalenin en üst noktası. Sanırım şurası. Evet, gidiyoruz. Bu şey gibi. Hocam bir bakar mısın ya? Wow.
Okay.
Evet, burası kalenin en üst noktası arkadaşlar. Burada da arkeolojik şeyler var. Çok kayda değer bir şey yok. O yüzden hepsini çekmeyeceğim. Belki şu tarafta biraz bir şeyler vardır. Yani genel olarak bakın mesela yapısını falan kalenin göstermişler.
Also for when you want to make something smaller or some spices or something like that. And this was used as a knife.
Evet arkadaşlar, kale turu bu kadardı. Olabildiğince her şeyi gösterdim. Şimdi yemek yemeye gidiyoruz. Oraları çeker miyim bilmiyorum. Büyük ihtimalle çekerim. Olmadı videoyu başka bir yerde bitiririm. Böyleydi. Ya, altyazı koyma konusunda bayağı uğraştıracak beni video. Ama olabildiğince size tanıtmaya, bilgi vermeye çalıştık. Yürümek çok zor burada. Arkadaşlar burası da bu kasabanın meydanı gibi bir yer. Şöyle bir kiliseleri var. Gördüğünüz gibi. Etrafı göstereyim biraz. Şöyle çok minik bir kasaba. Bakın kaleyi görüyorsunuz. Az önce buradaydık. Şu kısma geçemedik çünkü daha önce birisi orada ölüm tehlikesi geçirmiş. O yüzden kapatmışlar 2004 yılında. Böyle küçük, güzel, tarihi bir kasaba. Şimdi ekip gidiyor böyle. Bir yerde sanırım bize bir yer gösterecekler. Sanırım bir yer gösterecekler. Orada oturacağız, yemek falan yiyeceğiz. Birer bir şeyler içeceğiz bilmiyorum. Şu an yani bir bira çok güzel gidebilir de bu havada. Havada böyle hafif serin. Yani bu üstümdeki şey bile nasıl diyeyim kalın bile yani terletti beni. Biraz da bir rüzgar var. Umarım sesim anlaşılıyordur. Güzel bir yere gidiyorlar. Durun bakayım ben bunları bir takip edeyim. Arkadaşlar böyle bir yemek söyledim. Deer gulaş, geyik eti, yanında böyle ekmek, bir de bira söyledik Nedas'la birlikte. Ve manzaramızda kale. Böyle mükemmel bir yerdeyiz. Arkadaşlar yediğim en güzel etlerden biriydi. Gerçekten. Of course. Okay. Yediğim en güzel etlerden biriydi. İlk defa geyik eti yedim hayatımda. Ama inanılmaz güzeldi. Look Nedas. It was perfect.
Delizioso.
Delizioso. It was really good. Ben niye İngilizce konuşuyorsam. Bayağı güzeldi. Videoyu da burada bitiriyorum arkadaşlar. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.